For the next 30 days, we're going to be giving up our normal mattress and bed frame in favor of this. A Japanese futon. I want to know if it really lives up to all of the hype I've seen online, so let's find out. Hey everyone, it's Ange. Welcome back to my channel, or welcome to my channel if you're new here. You're probably wondering, Ange, why the heck would you give up your normal comfy mattress for this weird flat floppy thing that just goes right onto the ground? Isn't that gonna be uncomfortable? Short answer, I'm a total weeb and sleeping how they do in anime looks like a lot of fun to me, okay? The long answer, if you've clicked on this video, I'm sure you've seen other videos, or at least the thumbnails of other people's videos about how Japanese futons are the best thing they've ever done, and trying out the futon, and at the end of their trial, it's the best thing in the world, and it's fixed all their back problems, and now they can get up in the morning and they're not tired, and now they can run 1,000,000 miles and climb 3 mountains a day, and well, not that exaggerated, but you get my point. The one thing that really piqued my interest in these videos though is that a lot of people say that it helps with their back problems. Now, I'm 26 years old, and yes, I know I look like a high schooler, okay, I get it all the time. Almost every day when I wake up, my back and hips hurt so much. Like, I feel like an old person who, you know, the only time they get up is to walk from their bed to their recliner, and then from the recliner to the bathroom. Like, I feel so crunchy when I get up in the morning. And if what all of these YouTubers are saying about these Japanese futons turns out to be true, I think it'll be the miracle that will fix my back. The thing that really pushed us into getting the futon now though, is that next week my friend is coming to visit us, and not only was our guest room piled high with junk, but we didn't actually have a bed for her to sleep on. So Joe and I decided to do a little online shopping and got this futon off of Amazon that was going to be here before my friend got here next week. With all of that out of the way, I think it's time for us to start testing this mattress. Let's go. The futon has arrived. So now what we have to do is we have to open it up, get it out of its box, and let it expand for a day. So we still can't sleep on it yet. Just gotta wait for that. So, knife. Before we pull it out of here. Go, go, go. Nice. Put through the box trick. Now that that's all open, all we gotta do now is wait some more. I'll come back when we actually set it up in the bedroom. Welcome to our bedroom. So it has been 2 days since we've unpacked our futon, and I think it's finally time to set it up. But first, we have to get our old mattress out of here, which is just sitting on the floor because we already moved the bed frame to the spare room. And now it's time to get it out of here. Let's go. It has arrived! Oh, it's floppy. Womp. Next up, sheet. So it actually came with this special little zippery sheet that secures it or something. I don't know. I was just gonna use the normal ones, but it came with this, so we're gonna use this one. Good night.
Good morning, everyone. It is 6 a.m. and I just finished my first night on the futon. Surprisingly, my back doesn't hurt as much as I thought it would. It only hurts a little bit, but surprisingly, it just kind of feels like I slept normal. Now all that's left is to make the bed, so let's get on to doing that.
One whole week since we started sleeping on our futon. After the initial excitement of like, oh, a new thing, this is so exciting, was over, it was pretty annoying to set up the mattress every single day and take it down every single morning. It's a lot more work than just making your bed in the morning, and that started to annoy me. Something I guess I wasn't quite prepared for was that you can feel the floor through the futon, but it's not in a bad way. You can feel your spine hitting the floor, but it also kind of feels like there's a little squishy around you, so it's not uncomfortable like you're sleeping directly on the floor or on a yoga mat or something. It still feels like you're sleeping in a bed, but it also feels like you're sleeping on the floor, if you kind of know what I mean. I'm sure it doesn't help because we have hardwood floors in our house and you're supposed to have an extra layer of padding usually. A good side effect of this feeling the floor through the mattress thing is that it makes it easier to get up in the morning because you're not bundled up in a comfortable bed and, oh, I don't want to get up because I'm so comfortable. It's just like, oh, it's time to get up, I guess. It's not too comfy in here. I mean, I guess I'll get up. And that's really good for mornings that I have to go to work because I get up at 6 in the morning, which I know isn't super early, but it's early for me because I do not like mornings. And it just makes it that much easier to get up and get ready for work in the morning, which I always appreciate a little help in that area. I was almost expecting the futon to feel like an air mattress or a sleeping pad that you'd use when you go tent camping and almost have that achy feeling the first few days after using it in the same way that an air mattress would feel, you know, but I was almost immediately used to it. The first day I woke up and I felt completely fine, and that was so unexpected. Honestly, I'm kind of debating bringing this futon with us the next time we go camping instead of using the sleeping pad because it'll just make it that much more comfortable. Around nights 3 and 4, the negatives started to show through.
Good morning, everyone. It is day 4 of sleeping on the futon. My hips hurt so much. It's honestly really annoying how much they hurt right now. I don't know if I want to get up or lay here more. But, oh God. It's not very good.
So my hips started hurting so bad in the morning when I woke up. And I think it's because I was not adjusting for sleeping on a more firm mattress. I usually sleep on my side or on my back, and I kind of do the thing where you put your leg up and you're sleeping all the way over on your side like that. And I think sleeping in that position was just making everything so much worse. So the next couple nights I had to relearn how to position my hips for sleeping on my side, and the hip pain went away after that. But honestly, I was ready to give up on the futon when all of that started happening, and I was really starting to regret my decision to do this at all. Something we noticed almost immediately was how much we sweat when we sleep, and it's really disgusting, but because the futon is so thin and there's nothing underneath it to kind of absorb and let air flow, when we folded it up for the first time, there was just puddles of sweat that had soaked through the mattress, and because our sheet on the bottom of it is gray, you can see this giant mark on the bottom of it from the sweat, and it's so disgusting.
That is so gross. Oh.
It's winter right now, but we're gonna try and air out the mattress outside as much as we possibly can to counteract any grossness that's gonna happen in the mattress because of that sweat. By the end of this week, I was pretty much used to the whole process of setting up the whole mattress, and it wasn't annoying to me anymore. A cool unexpected perk that I found this week was the extra room we had in our bedroom from folding up our mattress gave us a really nice place to do our workouts while our friend was here. Because usually we do our workouts right in the living room, but we didn't want to disturb her while she was staying over. So we had all this extra space and we could just work out there, and it was perfect. That's about all I got to say this week, so I'll be back in one more week to check in again. See you then.
Good morning, everyone. It is day 12, I think, of sleeping on this futon. Things have been going pretty well, I would say. It's been pretty comfortable, and making it up has been fine, and haven't really had problems with it. It's just been kind of nice to sleep on. Yeah, it's just been nice, honestly.
So it is the end of the second week of our futon trial. So at this point, I am pretty much 100% used to sleeping on this futon. Setting it up and taking it down has become part of our morning and evening routine, and honestly it's kind of nice to have a little routine that's like, oh, time to wake up, oh, time to go to bed. It kind of aids in that helping me go to sleep quicker type thing, you know? The most annoying thing with the futon is when we decide to wash the sheets a little too late at night, and then we have to completely make the bed and like zip the whole zipper thing around the futon. It's very annoying to have to do that at night, but that's not a problem with the futon, more so as it's a problem with my own planning. And we kind of had that same problem on our normal bed because we tend to forget to wash the sheets until late at night. Oops. In the really cold weather, I've noticed that it's a bit colder to sleep on the futon than it is to sleep in our normal bed. I think it's because the futon's directly on the cold hardwood floor and doesn't really have any other insulation around it. And it being a bit colder makes me use more blankets, and using more blankets means I eventually get more sweaty, and that makes the mattress more sweaty and gross, making us need to air it out more, but it's hard to do that because it's cold out. It's just this thing that we're gonna have to figure out, honestly. To be honest, at this point, not much else has changed. Like I said, I'm just kind of vibing with it, and it's just become part of my life. Yeah, I've been really liking this futon so far. I don't really have any complaints about it or anything, so let's get on to our third and final week of testing this mattress. Ho ho.
Good morning, everyone. It is day, I don't know, but it is right after Christmas, and things have kind of gotten downward again. Joe is sick, so needing to take care of the mattress has kind of fallen on me to take care of him while he's sick, and that's been really annoying to do by myself. Probably because we have a queen size mattress. I mean, sleeping on it has been fine, but I am just so annoyed needing to take it down and put it together every day by myself.
So the third week of mattress testing is finally over. So Christmas was during this week, and usually on Christmas we'll go over to my parents' house and spend the night Christmas Eve. Usually me and Joe would cram ourselves into my twin-sized childhood bed for the night, which was very, very uncomfortable, but because we have a very easily transportable new mattress, we shoved that in my car and we set it up in the bedroom, and it was a million times better than trying to cram ourselves onto that little twin mattress. Well, I'm still used to making the futon in the morning and at night. It's kind of circled back around to being annoying at some points again, especially on those nights where you go to bed kind of late and you just want to flop down into bed, but you have to roll it out and put all the sheets on and the comforter on before you get in there. It's not a huge inconvenience and not something that I would say is a deal breaker for the futon, but just another little annoying thing about it that I've noticed. But the most annoying thing was my back has started hurting again. It went away for the last 2 weeks, but this week it has come back. And I don't know if it's because of stress or because I've been cooking a lot because it's Christmas or whatever, but my back has been hurting me so much and the futon has not been helping me at all. And it's been almost annoying to have to get into bed and it's not soft and comfy and relieving my back pain. It's just like, oh, I'm here again and everything still hurts. Now, I don't know if it's the futon that's causing this pain, but it's definitely not fixing it. The other big thing that happened this week was Joe got sick. He ended up getting pneumonia like everybody else on the planet apparently has right now. So I thought it would be good to let him share some of his thoughts about what it was like to sleep on the futon while he was sick.
So sleeping on the futon while I was sick, it was not very fun, but I guess sleeping with a fever really isn't fun in the first place anyways, but it was definitely a lot more uncomfortable sleeping on the futon than sleeping on a normal mattress. When I was in the heat of it, at the worst parts of my fever, I would get up early and move to the couch in order to be a little bit more comfortable, partially to be able to actually just sit up, but also for comfort reasons. Not to say that I wouldn't have done that otherwise if we were sleeping on a normal mattress, but it was non-negotiable sleeping on a futon during this to move over to the couch early in the morning because I was so uncomfortable, wanted to sit up, needed some comfy sitting. The other part was the inverse never really happened of moving from the couch during the day to the bed. It would have been a total pain in the butt to set it all up and lay on the floor where it's hard and it's cold. I'd much rather be just laying on the couch with a heated blanket rather than laying on the cold floor with some comforters and blankets. It would have been a lot more uncomfortable during the day to move to the bed. So there wasn't really the option to go somewhere else and sleep during the day. But overall, it was pretty uncomfortable during fever time, but it was doable.
So we've only got a few more days left to make our total 30-day trial, and I will be back after that to give you some final thoughts about all of this. Fingers crossed that my back stops hurting me again. See you then. So, what did I think of this mattress? It was fine. I mean, it wasn't life-changing like everyone on YouTube was making it out to be. It wasn't the worst thing in the world, like I didn't have a bad time or anything. I mean, it was fine. To be honest, it was just as comfortable as almost every other mattress that I've slept on, just with the added steps of needing to put it together and take it apart every day. Some days it felt like a nice habit to set up and take it down every single day, but then other days it just kind of felt like a burden to need to do it, which I feel like with any habit, you're bound to run into that problem. Something that I've grown to love again is sleeping on the floor. So I've never really liked sleeping in a bunk bed or sleeping in a tall bed close to the ceiling because I get really claustrophobic when I do that. So sleeping on the floor and having all of this room above me has just been so nice, and it's pretty fun to be able to literally roll into and out of bed. If I could change anything about this setup though, I would add a tatami mat under this mattress, not only for the added airflow to keep the sweat marks off of the mattress, but to just add that little bit of extra padding because like I said earlier, it's right on the hard floor, so you don't have that extra give that a carpet or tatami would give you. And I think that would make the whole experience so much better. Now the big question is, would I recommend this mattress to someone else? Maybe. It kind of depends. I think it's a great choice for people who like firmer mattresses because it's literally a couple inch thick piece of padding directly on the floor. The only way you're gonna get firmer than that is sleeping directly on the floor. I think it would also be great for somebody who has limited space in their room or their apartment. Being able to fold up the mattress in the morning and gain all of that extra space was not something that we really need in this house, but something that I can see a lot of people in places like New York City in their tiny apartments would want to have. If you do want to try out a futon like this, I would recommend not going all in head first, buy the most expensive things at once in the beginning. I'd say get a cheap one to try it out first and see if you like the whole sleeping on the floor, making your bed every day, airing it out, the whole care process. See if you like all of that, and then if you do, then that's when I'd say invest in tatami mat and a better mattress and maybe even the special sheets and the special comforter for it too. I'm glad we just went with the cheap one to try it out because we were looking at some more expensive ones and getting a tatami mat. I'd say overall the experience for me was good. I'm not gonna change this mattress anytime soon. We're just gonna stick with it until we decide what we want to do next. If you liked this video, please go ahead and give it a like, and if you want to see more of me, you can subscribe to my channel. I'm trying to cook up some more YouTube videos in this next year, so stay tuned for that. As always, if you've made it to the end of the video, I really, really appreciate you. It honestly means so much to me that you stuck around to the end and stayed here the whole time, so thank you so much. That is all I have for you today, and I will see you in the next one. Bye!